Today I'm going to share with you how to reverse any negative circumstances that may be undercutting God's favor in your life. We've all encountered negative situations from time to time, whether these were caused by our own actions or not. 1 Chronicles, the 21st chapter, tells the story of King David and his sin in doing a census to determine the strength of his army, his troops. And even after David was warned this would grieve the Lord, he went ahead and did it anyhow. And God was angry. And he gave David the choice of 3 different consequences for his transgression. And each of these proposed judgments from God were severe. David chose the option of 3 days of plague upon the nation. The plague was harsh, was so harsh that in a short time 70,000 people died. But as the angel of the Lord was about to destroy the city of Jerusalem, the calamity, the famine, the destruction was suddenly averted. How was this harsh tide of judgment turned? And what can we learn from David's example in seeking God's mercy and finding the favor of the Lord once again? God's angel tells David in verse 18 to build an altar to the Lord on the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. And David obeys this word of instruction. And in verse 22 he says to Ornan, who owned the threshing floor, "Give me the site of this threshing floor, that I may build an altar to the Lord. For the full price you shall give it to me, that the plague may be restrained from the people." You know, Ornan tells David, he says, "David, you're the king. You can have the land for free." But David refused Ornan's generous offer. You know, that may seem surprising to you, but look at David's explanation in verse 24. He said, No, I will surely buy it for the full price, for I will not take what is yours for the Lord, or offer a burnt offering which costs me nothing. David's example should be a great lesson for us today. He refused to give an offering to the Lord that cost him nothing. My friend, true worship will always cost us something. Our offerings are seeds, and unless they're precious to us, they'll never be precious to God. He will never be pleased with our leftovers. As David gave his sacrificial offering to the Lord, the plague was suddenly stopped. And we read in verse 27, "The Lord commanded the angel to put your sword back into its sheath." Perhaps you're facing a plague of some negative circumstances in your life today. Your plague may not be the kind David faced in 1 Chronicles, but perhaps it's a broken relationship, an illness, a problem with your children, an addiction, or a financial setback. If you're under some kind of attack today like this, I encourage you, follow David's example. Place your sacrificial offering, an offering that costs you something, on God's altar. My friend, God wants to bless you. He wants to cancel any plagues that may have come against your life. And He wants to help you recapture anything the enemy has stolen from you. We have prayer ministers here at Inspiration Ministries who would love to agree with you in prayer as you learn to live the powerful promises of God's blessings. To reach our prayer center, click on the Prayer and Praise button at the top of this website's homepage. Scroll down to Prayer Requests, and remember, we're here for you. Till we meet again tomorrow, God bless you.